Hello and welcome to Finastro Cycles by Nitin Bhandari. Now we have today's important update because the market has fallen very sharply and market has fallen just few hundred points, but the stocks have bleeded. So that's the warning sign I've been telling for a long time. And in yesterday's video, we put the price and time target of 17,738 by second week, not second week, the first week of November. So the right now still it has a juice for some time and time also is there. So we'll see that what is happening with respect to the cycles. We start with the Nifty only. So what has happened today? I will do a little bit understanding. So today Venus and Saturn were active and they were at 45 degrees. This is a Gann angle. This is a very important angle. And whenever this is there, there is a destruction, a lot of destruction in the wealth is there. So Venus rules the money, and that's how today's market was. There was a lot of destruction in wealth of everybody in one way or other way. Venus also rules the health, so take care of your health as well because it is a comfort zone. So today, a lot of people may be in a very uncomfortable position. And if you see a past video 3 or 4 days back, I spoke about this that there will be huge expiry, and the expiry was really huge. So that's how it was looking. Now, what is tomorrow? So tomorrow again we have a Sun, Neptune, and Venus sextile Jupiter. So maybe a little bit of relief we can see tomorrow. A little bit of relief, not a great one, the issue with the sextiles are they sometimes act as a uh, trigger points. They try to trigger the new things. So how we trade now, how we look forward from here. So we'll take the help of cycles, technicals, and the angles where we are right now. So right now, the first thing is this cycle is late. If you remember, we started a cycle from here, and I've been mentioning that we are in the late. We are late in this cycle. So if we see today, today was 63rd bar in this cycle, and Nifty has a cycle which ends between 75 days to 90 days to 120 days. So there are various permutation and combinations. Based on that, we decide that cycle is low is in or not. So for right now, there is a possibility this mayhem may continue for some more days. There may be some more sell off in coming days. So the price we know that 17,730, that is the price where this market should have some kind of relief. There is another line we drew last time. So this was a first reaction high. This was a support because it failed, but it found a support here. Then we go forward again, it found a support here. So by any chance, Nifty comes to this line, which is 17,438. That is again a charged point. You remember when these two lines are matching, so that's the charge point. So we have to see around these levels, which are pretty much possible in the coming weeks. Tomorrow may be a bit of we'll see the astrological aspect that what is happening tomorrow. That will give us understanding. So tomorrow at the opening at 9 a.m. we'll see what is happening. So the okay, so there will be another issue on tomorrow. There will be a lot of technical support and resistance will be broken tomorrow again. So be careful with tomorrow's trading again. Sun is making a bad aspect with Saturn. So first the Venus made. So Venus destroyed the wealth today. Uh, yeah, Venus Saturn 45 destroyed the well today. Now Sun will join the party, and Sun is in the revengeful Scorpion sign. Scorpion nature, they don't want to do anything, but when you poke them, they bite very badly. So keep this in mind, and this is happening in the next 2 3 days. So tomorrow being the last day, either the effect will be seen tomorrow or maybe on the Monday. Now the problem is next week is very short week. We have a holidays, so only 3 days of trading, and I am giving you the bigger picture so you can plan that this is a Venus Uranus. So tech stocks are into trouble. Tech stocks looks into trouble. Monday looks a pretty rosy day, good day with the volume with the Jupiter. But when these kind of aspects are there and market doesn't rally, which means there is underlying lot of problem in that market. So we have a holiday driven week. We have a Deepavali on the 4th. Then these aspects, Venus is changing a sign, and luckily Sun opposite Uranus is falling on the Friday. So either we'll see the effect on the Diwali Murut trading, or maybe on the Monday morning we'll see the effect because Mars is active. So I don't see next two few days a very rosy picture right now. Now what can turn this market up back? So the, this is the level which I have been mentioning again and again. That's the level is 18,088 basis. This was a past, this was the last October month expiry, which expired today. So now you adjust this level with the current month premium. So don't go too hard on the levels, but keep the levels and few ticks here and there in mind and see how they act is, whether they are acting as a smart support point or they are acting as a resistance point. Now, so what is the conclusion for all this talk? Conclusion is this market may continue this downward, maybe little bit rally and then again downward. Stochastics are still into neutral zone. They have not yet entered the bearish zone. But if tomorrow it market again falls, they will enter into bearish zone, which means they will confirm it that it has turned bearish. And the stochastics on the Nifty cash. So that is important. One should always look at the Nifty cash also because they give you the real sense. They give you the real picture because there is a lot of churning in the big boys portfolios. So this is a Nifty cash. This is a daily chart, and if I see, if I upload it, reload it, so this is I'm taking it from Yahoo Finance. The datas are from Yahoo Finance, and see this is a previous cycle top which has been taken by the Nifty, and it is close below my 17-day and 50-day moving average. They are adjusted with the planetary rotations, planetary cycles. So these two are very important. Now a small cycle has been, now it has turned bearish. So the small cycle has turned bearish because of this moving average, but the big cycle is low is here 17,550. So keep this level in mind. But as I was talking about the stochastics, here there are two things happening. One is it gave the false up move, these 2 days up move, and then it started curling down. So it is already curled down here, and here it is a much more juice on the downside than the Nifty futures. So you see here the stochastics here are at 48, but their stochastics are at 54. So which means there could be more juice on the downside if this rally, if this drop continues. So how you will play from here onwards, there are two levels to keep in mind. One is this low, which is 17,990. Okay, let's see what is this low. So this low is 17,986, and the other one is this high which is 18,088. So depending on your risk appetite you can take positions based on that, but overall picture is pretty bad right now. It could be a expiry effect, there could be a bounce tomorrow. I'm not saying completely no, but the overall of the structure of this market is pretty bad now. It has turned really bad. And if I draw the price expansion targets from this high to this low and project it from this high here, so I get 100% expansion at 17,742. This is not a coincidence. Look at this. This pretty point which we drew yesterday. This is a 17,730. Thanks to my friend once again. I am thankful to him that he gave me this technique when we were interacting on the on the expansion line. So I always confirm with this to the expansion line, and they are very powerful tools. So coming back, so we have to see these are the levels for tomorrow, 17,742, and see how it behaves. If tomorrow also for some reason there is a sharp continuous fall, then this market will try and go 17,510. That will be a 38.2% retracement from the cycle which started 13 weeks back from this point, which was uh, this point was okay. So this was 15,510, 28th July. Now you calculate yourself from 28th July how many days we are here, and then you can understand that how these cycles work. So on 28th July, this market made a low when Jupiter entered into Aquarius. Jupiter was retrograde, if I'm correct that time, and it went back to Aquarius, and then it again when it turned direct on October 10th or 15th, market after a few days started coming up. So now we have to see when Jupiter is again going into Aquarius. That would be the important point. I don't talk the scripts, so I do the analysis live. Now I started with from somewhere else, but now look at it. I'm looking when the Jupiter is going into uh, going into Capricorn, not the Aquarius. Let's see. Yeah, it's Aquarius only. So it has already entered Aquarius. It started move. So now we have to see when it is changing into the Pisces. So that would be the different subject. I digressed it, but it's okay. So coming back here to the Nifty, uh, theme is very clear right now. The levels are clear. How you have to act is clear. Now we'll see a hourly chart of Nifty to see if there is a possibility for tomorrow and what is the time and price is telling for tomorrow. So tomorrow, if I see, there is a potential of 17,731 by what time? So 17,731 by 2nd November. Oh, so that's pretty far, and the time is around 11 o'clock. So we have to see that this is not looking good. The only good thing I see is here, which is the stochastics are now at 4. So usually market bounces or at least pulls off these stochastics to around 20 level, and then maybe again a sell off. So there may be a little bit relief tomorrow. Uh, Maybe these selling will be a this relief rally will be a opportunity to sell short 17,984 or maybe at 18,045 at these levels. So keep this in mind. Now we start with our usual stuff. So I think I don't remember that day of the video. Somehow one of the day this Adani Enterprises came into my radar, and I spoke about it that this looks very bad. The picture is not great, and look at that stock. What has happened? And we gave the time and price. This line I not drew today. This line I drew long back. So I would have drawn it from here to here, and we had a time and price. So still time is left, but price is achieved. So maybe another few bucks on the downside. So this is how these planetary lines are so important. Mars is a power. Mars is the controller. Okay, enough. So Asian Paints. Asian Paints, we had a good run. Still, it is looking good. Um, if this fails to rally continuously, there is a probability it will again come down. So it may come down if it starts selling off below this line 3090, maybe somewhere here. I don't want to give the targets right now, but it can come off sharply. So watch this. It has not yet into bullish zone. Once it goes into neutral, then it starts building the bullish thing. Axis Bank. So yesterday only I mentioned that. Day before yesterday, we were very concerned about this kind of candle, and it failed yesterday. And today is a follow-up selling. Look at this, and we were concerned that it may come to 760, and it has reached the 760. So 757 is the first October low, and today's low is below it. Uh, Stochastics are not looking good, and it has reached the time price way before the time. So it has much more room on the downside. The structure is completely damaged. The structure of this stock is completely damaged. So one has to be careful now on this stock until unless it again recoups or regains the strength above 777. So this is the zone. Above that only there is a hope. Otherwise there will be further downside. The only good thing is tomorrow is this. You can see this vertical line. So tomorrow is a reversal day, and the levels is 741, which is a Mars line which can have some control on the bears. But looks like it is in trouble. At this point, it is in trouble. Bajaj Finserv, it is not showing, it is not falling on my expectation, but keep in mind, I gave the live video today to just to teach that how to draw how to pull the codes and how to draw the charts here in this software. So the Bajaj Finserv is the part of the bigger Nifty financial index, and that index is looking into trouble. So this is a illiquid stock, I would say higher value stock. Retailers are not there. This is all big boys game. So maybe watch it. It is ready for some kind of big churning. This is the kind of things I spoke few weeks before for Adani Enterprises. The same thing may happen here. You will see huge big candles here. Very much possible. It all these all candles, if you see individually, they all are distribution candles. Bank of Baroda, we are done. Yesterday only we done 104 was the target, but still it is holding at 97 level. So watch how strong it holds at 97. And stochastics are still into bullish zone. They are not coming off. So maybe tomorrow once it starts breaking below, then it's a trouble. This could be the level 93 or around. That could be a support zone for it. Again, I want to reiterate my point that how important the psychological levels are. 100 is a psychological level. I am again and again repeating this. Start making these levels in your practice. These are very small things, but they are very powerful. So keep this in mind. So Bank Nifty, did I say that it is in trouble? It is looking like into trouble. Uh, Yesterday only I warned that on the reversal date it is in trouble. It has broken the day before yesterday's low. These were my words, and this was not a good sign. Whenever a high or low is broken, these are the simple Dow theory concept. Simple high and low concept. There is no rocket science in it. Start practicing this. These will help you in your trading. So huge drop. I explained why there was a huge drop because Venus was active today. Venus rules the Bank Nifty, and it hit it very hard, very hard. So tomorrow it should hold 39,394. It is closed at 39,515. Otherwise, we have a 38,800. That should be a some kind of support if Bank Nifty structure is not going to be in trouble. The only good thing I see in the Bank Nifty right now, you see these lines here. There are a number of lines here in this zone. These lines are some kind of support. So a zone between 37,200 to say 39,200, these 2,000 point zone, though it is very big zone, but there are number of support lines here on the Bank Nifty. So some are the important support, previous highs, previous lows, and some are the planetary lines. And this is the most important, which is for our importance for the trading and taking a call is 38,921. 920, and all of you know this, that what line is this. I won't repeat now. You know this. What is this line? For newcomers, I'll tell you that this line is a Gann weekly trend change point. which is very important. We have seen multiple times. Bharti, in such a dangerous market, is still it has not broken the low of the previous days. So let's see the daily chart, and let me do my daily ritual to change the level so as we can have a better chart. Okay, so this candle is pretty bad. It is not a good candle. It is a red candle. If I remove the, because it is closed at the lower end, it opened at the high and it closed at the lowest point. So this is not a good candle. But overall, still it has a little bit support. So maybe tomorrow watch it, because tomorrow will be the weekly closing. And what has happened to the week? So this week Bharti has made a lower low. It has broken the low of previous week, but it has somehow managed to stay afloat. And if I see the midpoint, this is the midpoint 694. So one has to watch what happens tomorrow at 694 for the Bharti. Now these levels are the futures current expiry, so you have to adjust that for tomorrow. Britannia, it rallied, it went higher, it was good, but it sold off for the expiry. I would still say I'll wait for tomorrow 3640 or maybe below this. Then it is really into trouble. The only thing is, when these kind of things happen in the chart, they show that this there is not a structurally uh, bullish sentiment here. The volumes are also not good, so I want to see a good candle with a good volume. Then only there will be a sure that it wants to go much higher. But still, it looks good. Overall, it looks good. It is near bottom. Maybe it can fall 100 rupees more. So this is not a trading stock. You can always put on the investment basket these kind of stocks. So Dr. Reddy again, it did. It opened sharply higher and it closed sharply lower, and this is not a great sign. Now it will try to attempt 44, 48. mm, it looks like it will attempt, because stochastics also curled down with the 20 zone, so it is looking like it is in the danger. HDFC Bank. So HDFC Bank yesterday warning sign was very clear. Below 1648 or 1635, exit and maybe go short. I will not short it, because it is not moving uh, as per the broader market. It is still way above our levels, which is 1545. So market is making a low, but this is not falling. Though it is in danger. So I am not long in this stock until it again curls up, because look at here, the stochastics again, they have entered into bearish zone and they don't look good. And let me change this, so if there is a change in the overall structure here, uh, if the stochastics and the readings change, nothing changes. So it's only for that zone, because we are quite far. So I don't need to change again and again. HDFC, I think yesterday only I told that it's not looking good now. It is in trouble, and see what happened today. So I gave the warning sign that I'll see tomorrow. This again looks a short. This again, once again looks a short. Now I don't need to change it, because we have seen that it doesn't affect much on the chart. HDFC Life, so we got our price target today, 679, but still there is a time. It is not out of the woods. Let it close above 690 for a long entry. Otherwise, don't touch it. Unilever, it fell off again. It fell off. Look at here, 2370. That was the target, and it has achieved that target. So, but still, I can't rule out 2310. Still, there is a lot of juice on the downside. ICICI Bank warning sign very clear. Power of these monthly lines. It got sold off, huge sell off today. But again, watch 800 psychological level, as I was saying about 700 psychological level. So maybe this stock will consolidate for some time. IndusInd, not a great day, not a great candle. Great day it was, if you book the profit on the right time. So our line was very clear, 1186, and we yesterday only I told that it looks good. So it has opened with the gap. Look at this. There is a huge gap here. So as long as this gap is not filled, still it has a juice. If it opens with a gap tomorrow and there is island reversal, so how the island reversal will look like, I'll explain. So this is a gap here, and if this is a gap here, and if tomorrow it opens below the high of this 1162, then there will be island reversal. Then there is a problem, and then you have 1150 or weekly zone. Stochastics already into bearish zone. Trouble for this stock if it quickly doesn't turn up above 1190. Then this is also a problematic. Infosys is again, it is looking good. It wants to go higher, but still, we have a time. We have a time, so maybe some more time it will spend. ITC, yesterday's warning sign level was very clear. I think people ask me that what to do ITC. If you have not followed this 235, 236 level, you are in trouble. And this was a gap down opening. So it was very clear. You should have exited at 237, 235. It is very clear. And it is below monthly line. It is below the midpoint. All these levels were mentioned yesterday only. So now how far it can go down? Uh, the stochastics are just entered into oversold zone, so it doesn't mean that it may stop here. It may fall further. Is it going back to 200? Could be possible. Watch it. Be careful on this. There's something wrong with this. It needs to quickly go about 232 tomorrow. Otherwise, really there is some problem. Kotak Bank. So how was it on the short side? Though I stopped out personally on the puts on day before when the result day, but then again I had a courage. So superb. So this is a power of monthly line, these candles and these Uranus price lines and the psychological levels. So all the things are here, and the technical indicator is telling you why not, you can also short it. Now what is next? Watch this again. This is a support zone, important support zone. And that zone is 2057. The line, weekly line is 2010. It is now started curling up. So watch this. If there is a damage to the bigger market, this will be the stock which will cause the damage. Larson, I have a positive bias. It closed into the green zone today. It went all the way to 1860, which was our target. We spoke about it, but it failed there. So, with the prudent risk management, even if you are long here, also you can wait for a 1750, 1740, or maybe this high. So, has this high broken? 1809. It has closed at 1850. To watch it, so either 1800 psychological mark should be your stop loss. If this stock also curls down, because it is into neutral zone right now, so it can turn anyway. But mm, I have a little bit bias on the upside, because it has been uh, it has been getting sold off on this monthly line. You see here, it sold off, it came off, it sold off, came off, sold off, came off, sold off again, came off, sold off again, came off. So here it sold off and came up, but it has not touched the monthly line. So it has to touch the monthly line to complete the cycle, and then maybe final sell off happens. So again, the view is one thing, risk management is important. So between the view, astrology, gut feeling, who wins? Risk management wins. Top priority is stop losses and risk management. Lupin, very poor, very bad. Look at it. So it is not out of the woods. Still, look at this. It continues a downward move. So no hope right now. A little bit hope was here, but it is not able to cross from one line to other line. So very poor performance. and nothing great looking here. Somehow Maruti has managed today and closed plus positive. I don't have any position. I don't have any commentary here, but watch this weekly line 73.45. McDowell, superb move. What was the move here? So we caught it here, I think, on the day I spoke and I told that this is a buy, and next day result came and a rally, and today it came further up. The only thing is now it has touched the monthly line. So little bit of concern. It has closed just above 38.2% expansion of the big cycle, and it has retraced from 61.8. So a little bit nervous on the long side. We'll watch tomorrow. If it doesn't close above 925, I think there is a problem in this stock. Then it may not correct, but at least it will not. It will show some kind of sideways move. Nifty, we already spoke about RBL. So RBL, what happened? So we had a price target of 220, 215, but it failed at 213 on the monthly line. It has not even breached the monthly line. So tomorrow is the day for a hope. If Mars line gives up, I'm no more bullish. 200 is your Gann psychological level. Watch it. Stochastics warning sign. So all over warning sign is there. Be careful if you are long here. Reliance somehow managing at 2600 mark, 2625 and above. Again, tomorrow is a long. Stochastics are not telling me that it is long, but I have to change this. Let me adjust it because it is a near term, so it will affect the technical picture. So I will put here, I have to change the high price. So I'll put the open price as 2650 and a high price as a 2670 and see what happens. Yeah, yes. So now the picture is changed. There's a lot of juice on the downside, and where it has closed few ticks below, not few ticks, yeah, 20 rupees, 10 rupees below the weekly line. A gap down open tomorrow and move below 2567. That would be disastrous. So if I adjust, I am not considering this false line. I'm just leaving it, and I'll draw expand the pretty point and see how far it can fall. So, and if I'm, oh, it's already broken. So this is not a valid thing to look for. I think we have to do the expansion that could be, and maybe I draw the pretty point from the high here and see if it gives me some kind of target. So, okay, 2480 and the time by 2nd November. So quick. So can Reliance only drag the Nifty down? It is because it has a 14 odd or 15%. I'm not sure exactly, but it has a huge weightage in the Nifty. SBI doesn't look good. First time it is not looking good because this candle midpoint lower was a warning. Monthly candle was warning, and I think I yesterday I spoke about this that this is a risky now. It may come back to 480. Yes, I remember I spoke about this that it has a potential for 480, back to 480. Let's see. And the last one will speak about TCS. So TCS, what is happening? So it is preparing for 33.25. I want this to quickly run up tomorrow above 34.50. Otherwise, this the the only good thing is stochastics are in the highly oversold zone, which is a positive for this stock. Otherwise, when this kind of pattern happens, no, there is a structural problem in the stock. So one has to be very careful. So it needs to quickly find its feet and stand up again. Otherwise, big trouble. Anything looking? I'm not looking at here. Z, there is nothing. Okay, so somehow again, watch this line. Those who are a Z enthusiast, 292 stochastics. You know that what level they are. Not a good sign. So this is all for today. next few days, personally, on the everybody's chart, look at it. They are not great times. The eclipse is coming in the November. The lunar eclipse is there. So lunar eclipse is falling on 19th of November, and this is in the at the 27 degrees of Taurus, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So Taurus rules the money. Uranus is there. Watch for cryptos, people who are crypto enthusiasts. I think something is coming up big time in the crypto as well. And always for us, for people who are trading Indian market, Bank-Nifty, watch it. Something big is coming around that time. We'll keep updating every day. I put a video, so I will keep updating. So that's all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please do share these videos to reach more people, and listen these videos fully. There are a lot of things. People ask me so many questions on the chat and on Twitter chat, and here everything I have given it here. Nothing is there, so don't expect a ready-made things from me. I'm not going to spoon feed you guys. I'm trying to help you guys with the an extra edge, the knowledge which people don't have, or people even have, they don't show how to use it. I'm showing you how to use it. So please don't ask me for the things which I am not covered, which I already covered. Ask me if I have not covered. So that's all. Thank you so much. Happy trading. Stay safe, stay healthy, preserve your money. Thank you.